Well, hi guys. It occurs to me I never say anything like welcome to my channel or welcome back. I don't take myself that seriously. Um Basically I post when I'm bored. And it's a way of reaching out and kind of feeling connected to something or someone or some, YouTube community. Anyway, it's April 1st. I'm at home, of course, where else would I be? But I feel safe and I feel fairly content at the moment and I feel blessed and grateful. Because this pandemic, if you can take anything good out of it, for me, it's that I'm learning to not complain about stupid small things. Right now I do have a very bad toothache. It's like bad. Um, I've lost it. I've been rinsing with like salt water. I put some Oragel on it, but I'm going to have to get to a dentist at some point. I know they're open for emergencies right now, but I don't know. I just keep thinking about the bigger picture. Not that I'm one for suffering, but I'm like a broken record now, but I'm mainly worried about my daughter and I'm sad about the residents who died and the other ones who are getting sick and are just confused. It's very hard to explain something like this to severely intellectually disadvantaged people. I wish that this whole corona thing was just a big April Fool's Day joke. My face is very shiny. I just sprayed on some like moisturizing spray. So, chipping away at my clothing project. I mean, I got rid of like one bag of stuff, mostly old handbags. There's nothing wrong with them, but like, why would I need that many handbags? I use like three a year that I really like. Um, Sorting through all my clothes hangers because really I just want the flocked ones, the ones that the clothes actually stick onto. And then when I'm done with this upload, I'm going to probably try on some clothes that are on my couch because I don't want to even store or put away stuff that doesn't fit me. And I've learned over the years, I don't know, that except for rare instances when I've lost weight and things have fit me, it's dumb to hold on to stuff like, oh, well, this will fit in 20 or 10 pounds from now. What I have found in the past is that if I've ever lost a significant enough amount of weight to get a smaller size, I just wind up buying more clothes, which I shouldn't do. Uh, I got that loan, I'm getting out of debt, and I still owe Torrid money because I'm freaking addicted to Torrid clothing because, it's plus sizes, but it seems like they're a little bit sexy. This top I never used to wear. It's a two, not a three. It was always too tight on me, and all of a sudden, it fits. And I'm wearing it over like a camisole because it's just sheer lace. And could knock me over with a feather. I haven't been weighing myself. I haven't wanted to weigh myself. I'm not on a diet. I'm not doing low carb. And I don't know. I guess maybe I've lost weight. This is a size 2 and I'm usually a 3 in Torrid. Anyway, today is April 1. As I said, it's National Poetry Month. I really do enjoy April for that reason. And oh, I didn't know my lipstick was even that bright. I really can't see without these readers. I'm going to read you a poem I wrote way back in 2010, but it's apropos because it's about April, and it's just called April. Here is an ode of sorts to her, to April, for her hopeful youth, for being rainy wet, so warm, so moist, so dewy. She is the morning of the season, and it was lovely to greet her each day, standing outside on the yielding earth and smelling, inhaling deeply, April, as she shyly waved hello, and always bearing newly born blooms in her unlined pale hands. She thaws nicely on the faintest trace of an almost warm breeze. The scent of this excited spring debutante nearly brought me to my knees. That's one. And what else have I got? I may or may not have read this before. I call it God's Prayer to Us, which is not meant to be blasphemous. It means that when we pray, it's like an infinity symbol. The energy of that goes like an infinity. I hate explaining a poem. It's kind of dumb. I hold the gentle light and heat of your flickering heart safely in the curved spiral of my hands. Grace encircling, keeping you safe, warming my skin. No wind will touch you. No outside force will trouble this tiny dancing beacon. For you know your purpose, your calling, which is to keep the flame alive, to light the way for others to follow. And I will hold you, protect you. You won't diminish or be extinguished. For when I softly blow my loving breath into my palms where you reside, the fire grows and rises, filtered through my fingers, flesh lit from within by the amber glow of your golden soul. That's probably enough for now. I'll read more later. On Facebook, I'm reading a poem a day for April. And because reading and writing is like my favorite thing. And so it's kind of like the way I'm celebrating this quarantine. I still keep forgetting what we're calling it. Shelter in place. Shelter in place. As I say every day, I'm not yet bored. I'm sure we all have a different definition of what boredom is. I sometimes get like lethargic and I don't feel like cleaning and I'd rather just sit on my couch and look at my phone. But I haven't gotten into any like Netflix things. I don't binge watch anything. Sometimes I like a good movie recommendation. Later on or tomorrow, I want to watch Les Mis. I've always wanted to watch Les Miserables with Hugh Jackman. It has a great message in it. And I've just been reading a lot of Julia Cameron and Mary Oliver poetry, and definitely John O'Donohue. And if you're not familiar with him and you want to feel soothed and encouraged, I highly recommend John O'Donohue, who I think passed away recently. I feel like I have a little bit of like a sinus thing going on, but I don't think it's corona. I think it's probably tiredness, smoking, and I'm probably not drinking enough water. Although I have this, which I think is so pretty. I also think that this pain is kind of going up from my tooth, which actually might not even be my tooth. It might be because I grind my teeth at night, and it could be an inflamed nerve. Because I went to the dentist about 6 weeks to 2 months ago complaining about this very tooth, and when they x-rayed it, they didn't really find anything. She thought it was strange, actually, that it hurt so much. And so she also thought it might be like a jaw muscle thing or a nerve thing, but she referred me to a specialist who's all the way in Yonkers. Obviously, I'm not going to Yonkers anytime soon. I'm not doing anything anytime soon. You know, here in New York, I'm not sure about other parts of the country, but we might wind up quarantined for like a month. So what I just said about not being bored, check back in with me in a few days or a week or 2 or 3. I certainly have enough to do around here. I mean, actually, when this whole thing blows over or we hit the apex and then start going down, there's no reason my house shouldn't be spotless. Not just surface spotless, but like clean. Did a little dusting today, did a little more vacuuming, emptied out my vacuum container, the dust thing, into my garbage, took my garbage to the curb, changed the litter box. I think I mentioned I washed out my shower stall, washed my bathroom floor, washed out my toilet, in and out, really good with bleach. Did my dishes, made some brownies. I don't know. Feel pretty good right now. I might take some Advil for my mouth and then see what's on Netflix or Amazon Prime or, I try to avoid the news. I watch the news when Governor Cuomo's on. Not only because he's the calm voice of reason, but he loves his family. He loves his brother. His brother Chris has been diagnosed with this. I have a mad crush on Chris and also a mad crush on Governor Cuomo, which is kind of funny because a lot of people do now because he's such a great leader. Why would I wear this with a white bra? They're calling it a Cuomo-sexual. If you're crushing on Andrew Cuomo, you're a Cuomo-sexual. I love that. All right, there's nothing to say. I just felt like checking in. I know I checked in this morning, but now it's 7:01. I'm going to aim to be in bed by like 9, but I'm going to go take some Advil and maybe take my temperature again because I'm obsessive about that too. All right, guys, I hope everyone is safely sequestered away and being nice to your loved ones who you live with. I'm both lonely and lucky that I live alone. It's kind of a strange paradox, but it is what it is. Um, and I don't know. Please say a prayer if you pray for my daughter. Her hospital just opened up a fourth ICU ward, and she's exposed to this all the time. You know, if she gets it, I'm sure she'll fight it and everything will be fine. She's strong, young, and healthy. But I don't take anything for granted. I am just praying that she's spared getting this or bringing it home, you know. But she's doing all the right things. She goes to work. She doesn't go out. They're not socializing. I don't even think she grocery shops anymore. I think she gets it from Fresh Direct or Amazon or whatever. Um, I don't really need anything. I need batteries if I want to put all my little twinkle lights around. I could use some more walnuts, but that's not a necessity. And there was something else. Nothing else. Maybe some half and half soon. I didn't make my chili today. I didn't make the roast because the meat's still frozen. If I'm hungry later, I'll have some soup and a grilled cheese, but I had some pasta for lunch and I'm not hungry. And it's just funny to me to be eating things like a bagel with cream cheese this morning and some leftover pasta for lunch and a brownie and like literally nothing but carbs, but yet I don't feel like I'm gaining weight. So that's it. Let me know how you guys are doing or not. I know a lot of you don't comment, but when you do and you know who you are, I love it. I do. I love interacting with you guys. Makes me feel like I have, friends. I have friends, but I haven't been seeing Steve because he's been sick and I've been keeping in close touch with him. Um, if he has the coronavirus, there's nothing they can really do. I mean, if he has trouble breathing, they'll admit him. But in his area of Manhattan, the hospitals are just overrun. They're absolutely overrun. And I hate to be morbid or grim, but this is reality. There's so many people dying that the morgues can't fit anymore, and they're loading people onto large refrigerated trailer trucks. I saw that on the news, actual footage of the bodies being loaded. Stuff like that makes all this just really real. Like it's not just like, oh wow, this feels like we're living in a disaster movie and I can't wait to leave my house because I'm so bored. I feel blessed to have this house, to be on a lake. Yesterday I looked out my kitchen window and I saw a gigantic hawk in my yard. That was a cool feeling to see a hawk that close up. So I like it here. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.